Alright. We're gonna get ready to test it out. Get some proper video playing here. Alright. The VTX has been powered up for about a minute, and it is creeping up into the aqua blue. We're going to take off. I got the house to myself, so we're going to fly as I normally do. Whoa. What? The GoPro already shut off? I'm gonna have to put a fan on this GoPro to keep it from overheating. Alright. I'm showing in the goggles we're approaching yellow. I'm gonna go ahead and fly it as we normally would. This is a HDZERO AIO5. Notorious for overheating and getting hot. Come on, but ping pong it away. Ping pong it away. And once again, the ambient temperature in the apartment right now is about 72 degrees. No AC. No heat is on, just the ambient temp. We're going to have the ceiling fans off. And these once again on the 28,500. When the battery gets down to 3.5. So we're still at 3.7 volts. Alright, so we're back at 3.5. So we're going to bring it in. Land it on our pad. See if the GoPro will start back up. Alright, we just finished the first pack. Landed on the pad. Alright, so we've got a good pack here. I'm going to repeat that once again. There's no other air blowing at the cooling pad, just the pad itself. We do have a fan blowing at the GoPro, but other than that, it's just the pad itself providing cooling. We're currently in the aqua blue. We just went up to the lime green in the temperature, so we're going to fly it. I need to practice. I haven't practiced with this particular quad a lot. As you may or may not know, different KVs, they all feel different. Now, I have been flying the 26.5s. However, I scarred up the camera on it, so that's why I'm not flying it now for this test. But I can definitely tell that these are a little bit more powerful than the 26,000s. Let me actually land and check that out. So I have, okay, just the base I haven't tuned this one yet. That's what it is. So my feed forward, I normally have that at 3. And my rates are... Let me see what my mid throttle is going to be. I fly with the 20 Expo, so actually, let me do this. That will have a clear baseline. My Expos I normally have a little bit higher. They've been at 35. Let me put those to 40. Alright, let's save that. Okay, I'm overheating on the VTX. I'm going to apply it with this right now. And this is normal stuff, what anybody would be doing at home when they're tuning. Okay, so just by flying, we've got the VTX back down in the yellow. Now we're in the blue. I got my low battery warning. I check the voltage. So we're at 3.5. We're in blue. I'm going to bring it over to the laptop pad. I'm going to go ahead and grab another battery. Just like we would if we were doing what we're doing right now. It's creeping up. Gonna change the battery out over the laptop pad. Alright, the GoPro just shut off while I was swapping out the pack. However, the cooling pad appears to be cooling while I'm changing out the pack. The battery. So we're in the aqua green. We're gonna land it. Power the GoPro back up. GoPro shut off, so we didn't have another charge pack. This is an old pack that I plugged up. I flew it a little bit. We're at green now. So just by landing on the pad, normally we'll keep the VTX. There it goes. It starts recording. All right. Once again, this is on the default Betaflight right now. I just set my rates and my feet forward. Out in the mirror. I need to clean this mirror. Alright, our GoPro just shut off. Can't believe this thing is overheating so quickly. There's more air on it. Meanwhile, our quad is heating up. Alright, I was in the sink. We got out the sink. And we are on green. So those are little things that might happen when you're flying. You might get stuck somewhere and it may take you a while to get out of it. I am noticing a little sparkle on my video now. I may have some water droplets somewhere. Still in the blue. Took 6 G's on that hit. Oop. Okay, this is for the video. Let me see if that's the case. We're gonna come and land. Alright, GoPro overheated, but I turned it back on and we just landed. I haven't unplugged, we're still plugged up. And we're in the green on the VTX. We're on the temperature, so we're going to swap out a battery pack. Right here. For the GoPro, because there's no light up there. Alright, so we are in the blue, we're in the turquoise blue. And we're flying. And once again, we are testing out the ability of this laptop cooler to be efficient enough to cool your little Tinywhoops. So as you're flying inside the house or in a building somewhere where you're not exposed to the weather, getting yourself a laptop cooling pad might help you out. I got mine for $20 and it looks like it's earning its money right now. Since I've gotten it, my temperature has not been in the red under normal flight conditions. So just flying around the house, crashing, tuning it in your beta flight settings in your goggles with the quad powered up. The fans appear to be keeping some type of cool on the actual aircraft itself. When I first tested it, I just had it really set and I didn't really fly like I normally would, which is what I'm doing today. Just having fun flying around. And of course, the more you fly, the better you get, the less crashes you have, unless you're trying to try something different. So I've been in the blue on this flight. So let's just hover, see if we can get it to heat up a little bit. So for the most part, it looks like my VTX is staying cool. So we're at 350. Let's go ahead and bring it in. We are in the turquoise blue right now on temperature. We're going to land it and swap the pack. VTX, and we are in the turquoise blue. After takeoff, we are still in turquoise blue. Okay, 17 seconds, 20 seconds in, we are now blue. So there we go. Damn, GoPro shut off again. But you can tell that the laptop cooler is helping keep the Whoop cool during a normal flight session. So if anybody's out there struggling with overheating Tinywhoops and you only have one Whoop, you may want to invest in this little pad right here. Whoop. There we go. So we're still at 3.8 volts. And once again, ambient temperature in the apartment right now is about 72 degrees. And during the Texas summers, that AC stays at 69. The other people here are fat and they always complain about heat. Their words, not mine. Let's see. They gotta have that AC. Me, I'm good anywhere below 90 degrees. I'm good. I'll pull out a fan. I don't need AC. I'd rather have just the normal air temperature. I don't like fluorescent lights and I don't like being refrigerated. I just like normal air temp. As you see right now, I'm by myself here at the house. Windows are open. You got heat coming from the refrigerator. These lights that are on. You got heat coming from the TV. My PlayStations, all that. VTX. We are in the blue. So once again, the laptop cooling pad seems to be doing the job. I was too quick to not give it its props, but I decided let me do an actual flying session and see. But yeah, for 20 bucks, my idea that I pitched to wuickly, they already had it. It would be nice to have some fans on the side, some little fans on the side. I don't know if anybody out there, Beta FPV or any hobby manufacturer would want to make a Whoop port for the Tinywhoops to land on with a little high velocity air. Maybe put some fans on the side to where you can have like a cross flow. But yeah, this would be perfect for working on any 5-inch or Whoop, anything that you want to keep full. And it's gated or it's graded, so if you drop some little screws in there, you can get them out easily. Alright, we're out. Thumbs up. I think this will be a good thing for the Tinywhoop community. Grab yourself a laptop cooling pad. Out.